So, so don't fear this year. This year is about bringing grounding into your world, the things that you've worked so hard to bring forward.
Because we're all so connected, and
Mhm.
I think that's what 2024 is going to show a lot of people too, that they're how powerful their thoughts are, their synchronicities. They're going to feel like their loved ones are guides around more. They may be hearing things, seeing things, sensing things. They'll be in more of a hyper mode.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Nanette, and I'm here with my good friend Sara Kujawa.
Hi, everyone. I have a Facebook group. It's Doing Grief Differently with Adam and Sarah, and it's a private group, and it's to help those who are going through ascension symptoms or awakening, grief, trauma, to help you understand what you're going through, and so to let you know that you are not going crazy. So thank you, Nanette, for having me on.
Human stuff. Yes, no
The
problem.
human
And the
stuff.
link for her page is down below. So this is funny. I want to get this out of the way. We will be probably pulling a few cards. We are definitely going to do some light language and healing or reiki healing maybe. So thing about today's video is we were just like, we haven't done a video in a long time. What day is good for you? We weren't even looking at dates, thinking about any energy stuff. And this was the only day we could get it together. And it happens to be the new moon in Capricorn and the 111 portal, which people have just, I don't know how many years it's been that people have started using that energy of the numbers portal, but anything, any energetic portal or number is there for you to use. It's not detrimental to you. It's just something you can use to move forward. But so it's like a double, triple, maybe quadruple new beginning kind of time. All the planets are direct. um, what do you
And
have to
it is
think? What is
11:11 right now. So there you go.
Oh
My
my God, that's amazing. Yay. I love that.
So my
Wow.
my belief around the multiple ones is that it is to focus on what you do want, what you want to highlight in your life, not what you don't want, because easily we can all be sidetracked and focus on what we do want, because obviously that's right in our face what we do want. But if we focus and shift those gears to a higher timeline, a higher focus, then we can help attract and bring it in. Yeah. So when you see those 11:11s on the clock or, in numbers driving down the road, pay attention to what your thoughts are. Pay attention to your thoughts and shift them to a better feeling ones.
Absolutely. And I also believe like 11 is the soul path number. It's about you being on your path. And the truth about it is, I don't care what anyone says, you can never not be on your path. You can never not be on your path. It's just which direction are you taking, right?
Yeah,
Which
right.
way are you wanting to look at? But it's just, I was like, oh my God, we're doing this. It's the 11th of January. It's the new moon in Capricorn, which we haven't really done a lot of videos at all in the past year. So we were just
Yeah,
excited to come together.
right.
Yeah,
Well, 2023 was a blur for me, as it was for you. For many, I can reflect back and it's like, what happened? And I mean, every year seems to go faster, and that's just the trajectory of the energies. But
it is. Yeah,
is we have to hesitate, step back, and reflect, and that's what we can do in this video. We can talk about past, present, future. Talk about how we can um, kind of set the GPS. Usually when you put in an address, the GPS, they'll give you multiple options. You get
right.
to pick, and you'll just get rerouted. You'll get rerouted to the same outcome. It just your perception of it too, and maybe you got sidetracked and need to have this experience over here for a little bit before you get back over here to this route. And that's okay
But I
too.
think, yeah, I think at this point, and I'm going to talk about why I'm saying this, but at this point, it's about picking, we were just talking about this, picking the path that feels the most joyous to you, your highest joy that's available. And I know that sounds very Bashar-ish. It is Bashar-ish, but it's spiritual-ish too. It's life-ish. And I talked about this on this channel, but I've talked about this recently. um how, yeah, I think I did a short, how the past 4 years, so December of 2023 was the end of a 4 year cycle, and it had very similar energetic lineup as December of 2019. And so it's about ending this really tough cycle where I feel like I know what I experienced, you know what you experienced, where we did a lot of time. It felt that was the Freudians. It felt like we did a lot of time. We did
We
a
did a
lot
lot
of
of
time.
time.
We spent a lot of time within. I spent a lot of time in some very hard situations to learn my healing craft. You've done a lot
A
of
lot
time of
working on my
healing.
inner healing with moving. That's right.
Yes,
A lot of purging and letting go and prioritizing what I do want. And I'm not saying it was easy for either one of us, but we know we need to go through it and feel those
yes.
feels. Mhm.
So it truly, and then this is an 8 year, right? Which is about abundance. It's about infinity, and abundance is about having available to you what you need when you need it. That's what abundance truly is. And I feel like the past 4 to 6 years, 7 years, I mean, people have been on their own paths and timelines and whatever. Um, has been about preparing you for having the tools you need to be abundant during this time. And I see a lot of stuff. We were talking about this. We see a lot of stuff that's been coming on YouTube and whatever about 2024 is going to be crazy. Watch out, 2024 is going to. I just want to kind of caution people against falling into that fear trap because you have all the tools you need. And 2024, what they're talking about is there's going to be a lot of exposure as first of all, Pluto is going into Aquarius. It's moving signs. It's staying in Aquarius for what is it, 20, 22 years, 22 years, right? And so
Yeah,
that's about the collective. That's about shining light and bringing to the collective. I don't know why I keep doing
that's okay.
um
You moving that shadow out of the way. That's right.
so yeah, oh yeah, that's funny. And true. So so don't fear this year. This year is about bringing grounding into your world, the things that you've worked so hard to bring forward. You know what I mean? What's
Hmm.
your take on that?
Um, so yeah, the shadow, the collective, it's all coming to the surface, which it has been the past few years, and thanks to
Mm-hmm.
social media, it's bringing it all up as opposed to, my childhood, your childhood, everything was
Mm.
covered up, right? And it's still
Oh
uncovering
yeah.
up the 60s and 70s and 80s, but it is to come forward because for us to have more peace on earth, first we have to have our own peace within for it to reflect outward, or we're going to be picking on everything else out there that is off or not fitting our needs or sitting in a situation that will until that is corrected or fixed that we're not okay, but we really got to work on our own okay. And then we realize we each have our own individual journey, and then as a collective we signed up to be here during this timeline or we wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
here. That's how we know, or we wouldn't be here. And
Absolutely.
so what I get is the discernment, which was big for last year too. We learned that through COVID to use discernment because whatever you're
Mm-hmm.
attracted to, if you're attracted to videos or news channels that are making you worry or be fearful instead of proactive and stepping in your power, then you're going to keep attracting more. It's not that there's
And
more out there, you're just
recycling.
revealing
Yeah.
more, bringing it in.
Mm-hmm.
So really pay attention. So if you get in a slump or feel down, that's the time to go inward, do some that self-care, whatever that may be. On, whether that's with your pet, with comedy, cooking, anything that's not fearful. If it's
I like to
fear-based,
watch babies laughing. I
that's a
love
good
to
one too,
watch
because you
babies.
can't, right? America's
Yeah.
Funniest Videos. Yeah. Yeah,
Just
those are
put it
those are
on
great ones.
YouTube, baby laughing, and there's a million and you're just laughing your butt off
Yeah,
forever. It's so
mine
cute.
is usually late at night. I like to watch a little bit of comedy before I go to bed because I know that'll shift me, so I don't go to bed worrying and replaying something that's
Oh
happened during
yeah.
the day. So it's usually Big Bang Theory. That's always I love that, right? And Golden Girls. Those are usually my two go-tos because you can't help but not laugh through the whole
I know my sister loves the Golden Girl.
thing.
That's awesome. Yes, I just, I feel excited. I know, we go through a lot of small cycles. I know. we talk about this all the time. It's time to pull out of the cycle and go into a new beginning. But I feel like this was a very large cycle, and I feel like most people can feel that and the need to want to let go of that cycle. But so be patient with yourself as it comes back around and notice how it's lighter and lighter. You're letting it go this
Mm.
I feel like we're letting it go this year. In the next 2 years, I feel like we're really setting up for something. I don't know what it is. I just get this energetic feeling, but it's nothing scary. And it's whatever you make it, like everything in life. But I just do. I
Well,
feel like, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I think COVID prepared us for that because,
Mm,
all of us were caught off guard for different things from anything from, life, the work, toilet paper, whatever it was, it caught us off guard. So we know just to prepare. If it gives you more peace to prepare and have, you know, extra food because you might have like you know, a whopper of a snowstorm that you normally would not have, then you prepare for it. But that's it.
mm.
You have to have them be, feel good in your energy about it. So you're not losing sleep over it, but it
Yeah.
feels okay. This is a big year too with all. So if the collective, the shadow self is still uncovering of the collective uncovering so much in society, and this is an election year in the United States, and there's probably other things, all across the whole planet, as we know. So there
Hmm.
will be some turmoil, but it's not stuff that we can control. We can only control our own energy around it. Don't get caught
Right.
up in the stew of it. Don't be a
Hmm.
pot stirrer over it, right?
Be in the eye of the storm,
Be in the eye of the
of the
storm. Exactly.
tornado. Yeah. But it's
And
so calm in there. I've gone in there energetically. Like, have you ever tried that?
Oh
To
yeah,
go
we've
into
been.
the,
I've had my share of hurricanes in South Texas too, where it's
yeah.
calm for another hour and then it starts up again.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's figuring out what's in the way of your own path that's causing the disharmony and coming
And
back
it's
into
usually
balance.
you. It's usually something you
It's
don't want to
always
look at. Yeah.
me. It's either
Yeah.
I'm resisting the change or I want to go back into the past. I had a hard time. Over the holidays it was hard because it's my first holiday. uh, October, November, December, January are a little more emotional for me because there's
Mhm.
just so many with anniversaries and birthdays and everything around my son's passing. So there's just a lot that goes on, and I just have to prepare, and I just try to take it day to day or week to week. But sometimes it can blindside you, and then it's up to me. Then I realize it's only up to me to work on me,
Absolutely. And you
and have
can't fix
like-minded
nobody
friends
else.
that you can check in with, to
Yeah.
make you laugh, like you, Nanette, make you laugh, so we can be silly together.
Mm.
Um, so me catching up with, or my friend Carrie, we can, meet up for
Oh,
coffee
yeah.
or whatever and
She's
laugh for an
funny.
hour. So that kind of lifts your energy and you realize what's important.
You do. And so also I have another little message for this year too, because I think it's important. I feel like a lot of people in the collective, I don't feel like it's just me, have really been putting off things they wanted to get started on, and that this is really the year. So to take what?
No, me too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm agreeing.
Oh, okay, good, good. So the message is really to kind of take your time on it and plan it and then launch it through whatever it is. Like for instance, I've been talking about, well, I have actually been deep in the learning process, which has been as you know, very difficult for me for my healing. And so I'm going to start doing classes. I've been healing for over 20 years. I started, intuitively. Then took Reiki, and then my guides taught me a healing system I call quantum healing, and then I finally got I was asking for psychic surgery, and I started getting psychic surgery, and I don't even know what I love it. I don't. That's not really something I can teach. I can teach channeling, but psychic surgery, I don't even know these words. Okay, I don't even know what the heck I'm
So it's just
doing.
coming through.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
so it just comes through, and then I look it up, and then I can validate what I did. But so it's been a tough few years, and what I really want to do, I've been talking about this, is launch a class on um, healing modalities for cancer. I can teach cancer from diagnosis all the way up to what's it called when you are out of the woods, what's that called? All the way up to
Oh,
when
when
they
you're cancer
say,
free. You're talking about when you're
yeah,
cancer free. Yeah.
yeah, I can't,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was thinking of the word though. I can't think of the word. So I want to teach that because, as you know, 1 in 2 people get cancer in life. That's just a sad statistic still, but it's treatable, it's healable, and even uh, the top hospitals have their energy healing people,
Hmm.
in there. The Cleveland Clinic. I was offered actually, if I got some things together, someone was going to help me get in there, but I decided not to because I'm always healing, family and friends. I'm
Right,
so
right, right.
busy. And so I want to teach. That's another thing. It's very much a commitment. So I don't want to commit to a bunch of people I don't know. It's a lot of work to do cancer healing,
Right.
but it's worth it, especially if it's someone you know and you love. And so I want to teach that. I want to teach the alchemy of healing. I don't require people to have some kind of healing paperwork to come to my classes, but I've been talking about this. So I'm going to write out the classes and then I'm going to launch them. I really want to do them in person, but we'll see how that works out. We might have to do it on Zoom. Um, this year, this is the year to get moving on that, is my point.
Sure.
So,
That's awesome. Yeah, I know because you've really been helping those around you and those who are going through cancer treatments and just the emotional and the physical. So that's been kind of your modality, and that's why
mhm.
people come into your path, is so we learn. So we can tell by those what we're working on is those you're supposed to help in the future because you've gone through it. Right? So you've gone
Yeah.
through it to the other side and to help because I think that's the future, obviously, is um, the healing modalities are going to become more popular and acceptable. They've always been there, but they're going to become more popular and acceptable. So you can pick and choose what's going to help you and what works for you versus someone else dictating what
Hmm.
what you have and what you need. You can be part of it.
Yes, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I used to think, did I tell you? I told you my mother passed this past year and I helped her cross over. She was very stubborn, okay? I mean, I'm just honest. She was very
Just like
stubborn.
you. Yes, right.
Yes, yes, yes. So I helped her to cross over. And I always thought I wanted to be a death doula. That's what they call that, right? Death doula.
Hmm.
I didn't even have to deal with weird family members. And I'm telling you, I did not know what care was until my mom went into hospice care. And when you work with anyone, you energetically tie up to them, right? When you do healing or any of
Hmm.
that stuff. So I was energetically tied to her, and I woke up in the middle of the night with my throat burning. It was so painful. Hospice care is they put you on what's that really strong morphine,
Hmm.
right? If you can drink or eat, you can drink or eat. If you can't, you don't. So I woke up the next day and I asked my sister, what's going on? My throat is on fire. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. Well, mom's not able to drink anything. And I was like, okay, she's going to go today. Like that was the last day. Then it was the last day. I said, I'm going to stay with her all day. She crosses over. And we did, that's all personal stuff. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I think I could teach people some of that too. But I think people really, all you need to be a healer is to be able to channel energy, period,
Hmm.
right?
To feel energy. Don't
Yeah.
to feel the
And
energy.
then to learn to trust yourself. Because I will tell you, I mean, even now, sometimes I'm like, who do I think I am working on this? Who do I think I am? I got the wrong information. It's never the wrong information. It just doesn't fit the same way
That's
you
the
think it
doubt.
should
The
fit.
doubt, right.
Yeah.
We think it right, and we don't want to be wrong. That's a hard one. You don't want to be
Somebody's
wrong.
life.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're right. You're because I've helped 2 or 3 people that I personally knew to cross over. I've done that in the past several years, and that's hard. It is
Oh,
hard.
yeah. Oh, it is.
Very hard. I mean, it's a blessing, but it's hard. It's not something I would consider doing
Full
often
time. Yeah.
because you take it
No,
on. You take on
you
that.
do.
You take it on. And so it's because we're very feely, which
Hmm.
most people are empathic. If you're listening to this video, you're
Oh
empathic.
yeah.
So it's learning how to separate, yeah, and tie it off. So you don't
Yeah.
carry it with you in your own energy. And then it becomes a would have, should have, could have. What else could I have done? What more could I have done? You know, and
And
that's
you
just
have to
part of our
cut
own
off.
process of our own life. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Our
I
own
just
life
wanted to tell you
review.
about this
Yeah.
one thing. Oh yeah.
There's that
This one
card.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you are working with, so I am not going to get into this because it's personal, but I was working with, a child, and I was directed. I was not, I don't do things without people's permission, period. So let me just put that out there. Um, but I was pulled into the womb with this child. So it was allowed. I didn't even think of it. I just ended up in it with the child. The child
Oh,
had
wow.
maybe pulled, yeah, to
Mhm.
it was for cord blood. But in there, and then later on, the mom got sick, got throw up. I don't throw up, so I always know it's not me if I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And I'm asking around, and they're like, "Oh, it's blah blah blah's mom," and I'm like, "What?" Because I thought it was I stay connected to someone I'm healing, so I thought it was the babe or the kid. And they're like, "No, it's the mom," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I never cut that cord out of there." I was, I was
Still
like
with it.
total,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
So it's
Which is so
even
amazing. Mhm.
when you're doing something for 20 some years, you still kind of screw it up a little
Well,
sometimes.
it's
But
just
I mean,
everyday life, right? Yeah, we
yeah,
do.
it
That
is
we have
every
to
day.
do.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're all so connected, and
Hmm.
I think that's what 2024 is going to show a lot of people too, that they're how powerful their thoughts are, their synchronicities. They're going to feel like their loved ones are guides around more. They may be hearing things, seeing things, sensing things. They're being more of a hyper mode. And so they
Hmm.
need direction so they don't think they're going crazy.
Sure. Yeah. So we got to do some classes this year. Yay. And you're about to do
I
one. Which
am.
one's
Denise and I are
that?
going to do a spiritual development. Normally we do one every year at my home, but last year I was in the process of packing and the house and all that. So, and I don't even know what happened to 2023. Seems like it only lasted 6 months to 12 months, right? And so we're going to have one in my home in mid-February, February 17th. So I've already posted it in my group, and we're going to touch on all the
Below.
bases. Yeah. Yeah. So if anyone's interested, that if you're in the zip code area of 77808. So I've moved away from the city of Houston, and I'm further north now.
Hmm.
But it'll be worth the drive. We're going to have fun, and we'll spend the day. We'll work on channeling, um, learning how to navigate through the energies of 2024 and how to
Hmm.
stay grounded. We'll do mini sessions and past life readings and all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that is fun. Yay. Yay. Okay. Um, yeah, it is necessary. So I think we really have to keep moving forward this year because some people might. I mean, you remember times when I know I've been awake my whole life and I've gone crazy in the past few years sometimes with the way things, you know what I mean? When you just more and more open up to what's going on around you and
Mm.
hear more and more and see more and more and feel more and more. And so guidance
You're
is
because
important.
right, because your reality is what you make of it. So
Hmm.
seeing things a little wonky, you got to get grounded.
Yes,
Just have one foot, in the spirit world, one foot in this harder 3D world so you can navigate and still have your experiences that you need to have in this lifetime, you
yes,
know? And feel
yes.
balanced. That's the whole thing. It's just to feel balanced. You're going to have days where you're way over here, and then you have days you're way over
Hmm.
there. You're two out there. So you got to get in the middle. So you kind of waver back and forth. You feel neutral in your body. If that makes
Yes.
sense.
Oh, yeah.
Or neutral in your body instead of heavy and not too light, where like you and I were talking about earlier. So you don't even know what's going on. You know?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
that's
pull a
part of it.
card. I want to pull a
Okay. Pull
card.
cards.
I got this Starseed Oracle.
Did you Santa Claus bring those?
No, I'm not Santa Claus. My son's girlfriend brought it.
Well,
So
that's okay.
yeah. Sweet. I love these cards. They're pretty too. If I can get one to pop out. Oh, you're gonna pull a card too. Oh, awesome.
Yep, I'll pull some. It's a new deck, Moonology.
Yeah, they're always hard to. I
Hmm.
remember the first few
You don't
times
have
I
the
did
feeling in
this.
them. Yeah, the feeling. You don't have
Yeah,
this. Your feeling is not. Your energy is not
and they
permeated
stick
with the
together. You
cards
get
yet.
like two
Hmm.
in a row. Yeah. Okay. Aw, these are perfect.
Okay.
I got you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. So we're coming out of isolation, right? And we're moving into
Hmm.
community. This
The
is
higher
beautiful. But
energy where we can feel everything going on around us.
yes, and the bottom of
Spirit
the deck
world.
is jump in. I love that. Jump
Dang it.
in.
See, jump in and I'm going to plug my nose and jump in. That's right.
Say yes to change. Andromedan energy,
Ah, yeah.
adventure. Say yes to
Yes to
change.
change.
And they
There you
both
go.
have a portal, right? Look at
They
that.
sure do.
Beautiful. For today's portal that we didn't even. Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that pretty though? I love
It's
that
very
card.
pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pull two cards.
Okay.
Okay. First one is bring love into the situation. So, whatever you're going through, you have to
Hmm.
bring love into the situation, not fear. Remove the
What
fear
is that?
factor.
New moon in
It is a new, I can't, oh,
Aquarius?
you'd recognize it, not me.
Yeah. It says it underneath. New moon in Aquarius. Look.
It sure does. Okay, I had to focus my glasses. This is my first
Okay.
time to use them. Okay. And this one is believe in the impossible, blue moon.
Love that. That's the bottom of the deck.
Yep, there you go. Believe in the impossible. So whatever you're hyper
Beautiful.
focused on, yeah, believe in the impossible. Because our
Hmm.
beliefs is what, I mean, that's kind of dictates, how our life is focused. And so you've got to shift it based on how you're raised, those around you, what you pull in, your environment. Yep, there you go.
I
So
agree.
there's your classes coming up.
Hmm.
Bring them into this year. That's right.
I
It
was
feels
so
like
excited about them.
it
Oh, go
feels
ahead.
like 2024 will go out with a bang. That's what I'm
Uh-huh.
getting. And then we'll feel it a little more relaxed in 2025. Like, oh, we've been through it. Like we've all been through so much already. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
because
notice it.
even big cycles end, it takes some time for it to cycle all the way out. But
Sure.
it's all up to you too. I mean, again, you can always calm yourself, right?
Yeah. You've
I,
got to learn. We've all got the tools. You just got to use the tools.
that's
What
right.
is it going to take? Write it out and write it out. That helps too. Journaling, doodling,
Mm-hmm.
art, expressing yourself, being able to move that energy wherever it
Yes.
feels I want to say stuck. When you're feeling stuck, what's feeling stuck? There's emotions behind it. Why are you feeling stuck? Have you been in that situation before? And so
Mm-hmm.
it's bringing all that up.
Yeah.
Is that what's cycling? Or is it a new situation, but it's similar lessons? Whether it's around a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or money. Those are usually the two big ones. Money, health, and relationships. And
Mm-hmm.
so, really, it is about having a good relationship with yourself and understanding and giving yourself grace. Like we wouldn't
Amen.
mad with the 2-year-old, but we'll get mad at ourselves all the time. That's right. Take it out on our thoughts. That's right.
That's right. Who said that? Are you talking to someone? It sounds like you're talking to someone. That's right.
I could. You want it feels like 20, yeah, like you said, 2023 was a setup for 2024. So bring forth what you
Oh,
want
you're
to bring
being
forth.
set up. No, I'm sorry. Go
Set
ahead. To
up,
to
set
do
up the
what?
situation, setting it up for 2024, what you want more of. Because if you focus on what you don't want, there's that natural algorithm that's going to come keep bringing it.
It's true.
So you got to keep moving that energy.
If
That's
you
right.
don't change, like if you don't change, then nothing can change around you. So you have to change your own energy. no matter what the situation is, and understand, right, that you have everything you need. Everything's already here right now. I know people don't talk about this a lot, but there's no really such thing as time or space. So everything ever that will happen, that can happen, is there. So
Right.
you have to realize that and not look around sometimes, not put your attention on what's in front of you, because that's from before. That's your crap before. That's what you've been focusing on before, right? So let's not
Yeah.
look there.
Yeah. That wheelbarrow
Right.
full of dirt, you've already been there.
Yeah.
So
Right. and
you don't
and to
need to drag it
trust your
around.
higher self, right? Not to I know a lot of people like to focus on the things that they really want, which is okay, except that then you start putting your demands on it and
Oh,
kind of
expectations.
screwing.
And you're
Yeah,
upset. You're upset at the expectations. Yeah.
you get frustrated, you push away the greater things that could possibly come to you. So it's really
Mhm.
about learning to surrender.
It's true.
It
But
really is.
yeah, but it's like a safety feature. If you've been through a lot of traumas, it's a safety feature. You think you'll feel safer if you know exactly what's going to happen. So I focus on, you know what I mean? And then you realize there's always divine timing. What we think in the lower aspect of us thinks that is what should happen or how it's going to play out. Your soul self or your higher self might say, no, 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 this is going to be better for you. You know what I mean? So then we kind of drag our heels and go, no, I want that. This is what I want. And that's not what I got. And so that's where the hindsight
Oh yeah,
2020,
hindsight's great, right? 2020, huh? Hindsight's great, but
so yeah, reflecting and that helps to talk so you can reflect back and see how far you've really come, in the past week, month, years, and say, wow, I did. This is what I wanted 4 years ago. Now I finally have it.
yeah.
Whether that means more peace or if those are things, financial things or freedoms, whatever, less structure. I see a lot of people having less structure in their life coming up this year and the next year. Less structure, meaning less demands on them.
I like that. And
So,
honestly, my example of psychic surgery, if I would have
mhm.
got it right when I wanted it, I couldn't have done it. There's no way I would have sat still and been patient with both myself and my team. It's amazing, the teams that come in, and then the person's family team or something, their ancestor. I get at least one ancestor that kind of
Uh-huh.
communicates to me,
Oh,
because I
wow.
don't
Yeah, that's
I don't
cool.
talk to people. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just hear later, oh, this person's doing so well, thank you, blah blah blah. That's all. I don't really talk to anyone.
Hmm.
So I do it in my own private area. But I wouldn't have been able to do that when I would have been like, wait a
No,
minute, that's
3 years ago, you would have been saying no. There's just no way.
yeah,
You're
for
somewhere else
sure.
in your life. You're right. You're right. So we have to pause and reflect and have gratitude for where we are. That's a hard one, even if you're in a really crappy place. But you gotta, that there's a change coming
Yeah.
when you're getting a crappy place. There's change coming. There's change all around you, but you're not allowing that change. That's a big one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very good nugget. Nugget. That's a nugget. You're a
It's a chicken
nugget giver.
nugget.
I was thinking of babies, how we call babies nuggets. You're a
Oh, and I'm
nugget
thinking
giver.
chicken nuggets, and I don't even eat chicken nuggets. Okay.
Right? Oh gosh.
Is there anything else for
Um,
healing?
I can't think of anything. But I would since I brought it up, anyone who would probably be interested in doing a class to right below whether they want to do it in person or on like a Zoom class. So that would be good. So if you want to, or you can send me a message or whatever if you want to be private. I don't care. My email's below. But yeah, but I don't really have anything else. I
I
think we
think
should
those would be
maybe,
great tools for everybody. Even if, wouldn't it be wonderful we get to the point where we could have a healing workshop, but all different types of healing?
yeah, I could do that too. I'm going to do that
Yeah,
too. I'm going to
all
do the
different. Like
alchemy of
if it was
healing.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know,
Well, that's what I want to do when I have my place here. If I ever get the
oh, your
place
healing center.
together, yeah, like you would come and do one thing and someone else would do something. I mean, whenever you can, but it would be great. That's what I want to eventually do. But I'll just do with the cancer thing. I think I'm going to have a price and then kind of open ended if you have a question, like, because you might not be working on someone with cancer right now, right? So you can just send me a message whenever and say, "Hey, I have a question," and either I know it or we figure it
Mhm.
out together.
Well, you healed yourself through your arthritis. So there's all
Yeah.
different things that,
Oh
the
yeah.
psoriatic arthritis. Everyone has something and knows someone who's suffering.
Mm. Yes. Yes. I've worked with a lot of cancer. I've worked. I mean, I do just pretty much anything. So yeah, we all need to learn all that. But there's people who specialize. Like if I were to say I specialize in something, it would be cancer, unfortunately. But I mean, if you learn how to work with it, you're going to specialize in it too, because there's always someone
Sure.
that needs
And there's
some
always
work. Yeah.
someone that's gonna, and it might be already down the pipeline of other people that are gonna come into your life that you're gonna be able to help.
Yes. Oh
It's already
yeah.
it's already set in motion, and that's the part we don't want to know because it'd be overwhelming if we knew exactly
And
what was going to take
oh
place.
God, yes.
So we don't want to go
So
there.
we don't want to go there. No.
And so that's where that trust and faith comes in, that it's all working out as it should in divine
And that
order.
you'll have the tools
Oh.
you need when you
Yeah,
need them.
we got that toolbox. Got my Sears Craftsman toolbox. I got it all. It's just
Are you
utilizing
plugging
it.
crowd? You getting
And
money for Craftsman? What are you
that is
doing?
right.
No, I'm
No.
kidding.
What else I'm getting is that even for us as healers, intuitives, psychics, mediumship, we have to work and take care of ourselves because we tend to overindulge helping others. So take time out.
That's a big theme for last year. Thank you for bringing that up. That's something I really learned. My mom, and then I
Mhm.
had another person's, I'm not going to mention who it is, mom who died, and they both were so deep into cancer. They were at stage 4, 5, probably 5. I don't know. They couldn't figure out for my mom, which was the beginning point of the cancer. She had so much cancer. And that's the thing about the feminine, right? The feminine, the older generation, we got to stop this I'll take care of everyone else and I'll get to me later kind of thing. You know what I mean? We have to take care of ourselves. We got to be on top of that, not put everyone first. You can't take care of people if you're not taking care of yourself, right?
Yeah,
So,
sometimes we have to learn that the hard way, right?
yeah.
And I know I haven't done as much channeling in the past 3 to 6 months as I normally would. As many
Mm-hmm.
sessions as I normally still doing weekly, several a week, but not like I was because I needed time to
Yeah.
process my own stuff. Where then, because I knew it was going to be coming up. You can feel it when there's a change or when you need your own. So I think that's where the less structure is going to come into play for everyone on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Some people really thrive on having everything structured. So you don't have to you
Think.
just, yeah, you don't have to think. You just go through the motions. But really, this is all about us on the planet becoming more self-empowered, focusing on what we do want, and finding our own joys and following that passion.
Yeah.
So whether that's a hybrid job and you're working part-time at home, you know,
Mm-hmm.
whatever this is, or changing careers, figuring out what it is you do want versus putting it way off into the dark, deep future. It's just bringing it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Okay, so should we do some healing stuff?
Sure.
You want to go first or
Okay.
me? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna mute.
Just- Okay, so I'm going to do some Reiki energy healing, and then I'll toss in some light language if it comes forward. So just close your eyes, enjoy and feel, and allow the energies just to help release and break up any blockages that you have in your energy system. Okay. Ayanata Maya, Aisamadi Wananana. Imi sikanata karaya wataya. Ayamaka nini no anene maya. Ayawakatiti wati kamanaya taya aya. Ayawana ayasikita pataya. Akanaka nini nuwana mana. Ananini nini nini namakataya. Awatakatiri kari kantikia tianta kupitikia wa antia. Amanana nini no anelele di tikataya tiri ni okatikata aya. Ana nini nini katikaya. Ayawana nani ni kasikana ani anti ati deti de amaya. Ata ina ni nini anani manani nini nama.
I saw the elder step forward before you started. I was like, oh, she's getting it. Did you see her or no?
No, I felt at first it felt like America, well, a native Indian, and then it felt
Yeah.
like then
And
it jumped
then,
to galactic, way out there. I went oh,
yes,
way
it felt
out
like
there.
the Lemurians to me. And
Uh-huh.
then, yeah, it kept going. And but she's the first one that stepped forward. She was just had dark hair, all dark hair, and this sweet little face. It's just really sweet. That's so funny.
It was fun. I could have gone for another 2 or 3 minutes. I said, okay, I need to slow down. I'm gonna slow
Well,
down.
you could have gone. We would have
Oh,
loved it.
next time we can do and focus just on the light language and in the healing tones. Okay.
I feel angelic realm coming in over here. Let's see.
Okay.
Well, you tell me. I mean, it could
Okay.
change just like yours.
It does.
All right.
Feels very
I have,
flowy. Okay.
yeah. I love you. I love you. Love you. That was a little strange.
It
I
was
just feel like I was moving energy.
there
Go
you
ahead.
were moving. It felt like it was a breeze coming through some of the high tones. It wasn't picking up on the microphone. So hopefully it will on the recording. Hopefully it will on the recording.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Doesn't
matter if it
matter.
doesn't matter.
So
Okay.
it felt like it was a breeze coming through just to clear, a clearing breeze to come in. That's what it felt like.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that earlier, and then I was like, oh, I'm not going to say that. But I just heard, we even did this. I heard clearing out that energy, that old energy.
Oh, there you go. That's what we just did.
Oh, that's awesome. Yay.
Yeah, just
Yay,
gotta
yay.
like that. It's beautiful and pure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Yes,
everyone.
and thank you. And
I
we
enjoyed our
hope
coffee chat.
I did too. It was, we should have coffee next
All right,
time.
no, I got water.
I
That's
have
right.
water. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll just have a mug. We'll mug with water in it. How's that?
I have a mug though. Here, do you like this?
There you
Some
go.
days I
Perfect.
am a
Yep.
princess, and some days I'm a warrior. Choose wisely. Such an Italian, huh? Okay,
Yep.
anyway, I hope that you guys take this energy and use it to move forward in this beautiful new year. And we love you all.
Yep. Thank you.